Many people struggle to save money when they have a low income or a lot of expenses. However, saving money is not only possible, but also beneficial for your financial security and well-being. In this video, we will share some tips that might help you save money on a low budget, such as setting realistic goals, tracking your spending, cutting unnecessary costs, and finding extra sources of income. Here are some tips that might help you. 1. Track your income and expenses. You need to know how much money you have coming in and going out every month. You can use a spreadsheet, an app, or a paper planner to record your transactions and categorize them. This will help you identify areas where you can cut costs or increase income. 2. Set realistic and specific goals. You need to have a clear idea of why you want to save money and how much you need to save. For example, you might want to save for an emergency fund, a vacation, a down payment, or retirement. Having a goal will motivate you to stick to your budget and track your progress. 3. Prioritize your needs over your wants. You need to cover your essential expenses first, such as rent, utilities, food, and transportation. Then, you can allocate some money for your savings and debt payments. Finally, you can spend some money on your wants, such as entertainment or hobbies. But be careful not to overspend on things you don't really need or value. 4. Find ways to reduce your expenses. You can save money by switching to a cheaper phone plan, cooking at home, shopping around for better deals, or canceling subscriptions you don't use. You can also look for opportunities to save money on your taxes, insurance, or healthcare. 5. Find ways to increase your income. You can save more money by earning more money. You can look for a higher-paying job, ask for a raise, or start a side hustle. You can also sell your unwanted items, rent out your space, or participate in paid surveys or studies. 6. Automate your savings. You can make saving money easier by setting up a direct deposit or a transfer from your checking account to your savings account every month. This way, you won't be tempted to spend the money you want to save. You can also use apps or tools that round up your purchases and save the change, or that reward you for saving money now. These tips are based on the principle of spending less than you earn, which will create a positive cash flow for your savings. But how can you ensure that you spend less than you earn? Creating a monthly budget is a key step to saving money and achieving your financial goals. Budgeting is a skill that can help you manage your money effectively and achieve your financial goals. A budget is a plan that shows how much income you have, how much you spend, and how much you save or invest every month. Here are some steps to create an effective monthly budget. 1. List your income. You need to know how much money you have available to spend and save every month. Include all your sources of income, such as your salary, bonuses, or interest. Use your net income, which is the amount you receive after taxes and deductions. 2. List your expenses. You need to know how much money you spend every month on your needs and wants. Include all your fixed expenses, such as your rent, mortgage, car payment, or insurance. Also include your variable expenses, such as your groceries, gas, or entertainment. Use your bank statements, receipts, or apps to track your spending. 3. Subtract your expenses from your income. You need to know how much money you have left over after paying for your essentials. This is your disposable income, which you can use to save, invest, or spend on your non-essentials. If your expenses are more than your income, you need to find ways to reduce your spending or increase your income. 4. Allocate your money to your goals. You need to decide how much money you want to save, invest, or spend every month. You can use the 50-30-20 rule, which suggests that you spend 50% of your income on your needs, 30% on your wants, and 20% on your savings and debt payments. Or you can create your own percentages based on your priorities and preferences. 5. Track your transactions. You need to monitor your income and expenses throughout the month and compare them to your budget. This will help you stay on track and make adjustments as needed. You can use a spreadsheet, an app, or a paper planner to record your transactions and categorize them. 6. Make a new budget before the month begins. You need to review your budget at the end of each month and plan for the next month. You can evaluate your performance and celebrate your achievements. You can also identify your challenges and opportunities for improvement. You can adjust your budget based on your income, expenses, and goals for the next month. However, making a budget is not the only thing you need to do. You also need to stick to it and update it regularly. Many people fail to do this and end up making mistakes that can harm their financial situation and progress. Now, we will explore some of the most common budgeting mistakes and how to avoid them. 1. Not having a budget. This is the worst thing that you can do with your money. A budget is a plan that shows you how much money you have and how you want to use it. Without a budget, you are like a driver without a map. You don't know where you are going or how to get there. You may spend more money than you have, save less money than you need, and borrow more money than you can pay back. This can lead to financial stress and problems. To avoid this, you need to make a budget that matches your income, expenses, and goals. You need to know how much money you get every month from your job or other sources. This is your income. You also need to know how much money you spend every month on things you need and want. These are your expenses. You also need to know how much money you want to save or invest for your future. These are your goals. You can use a spreadsheet, an app, or a paper planner to make and follow your budget. 2. Estimating expenses and income without data. Another common mistake is to guess your expenses and income without using real data. This can make your budget wrong and useless. You may think that you spend less or earn more than you actually do. This can make you run out of money or miss out on opportunities. To avoid this, you need to track your spending and income for at least a month and use the real numbers to make your budget. You need to record every transaction that you make, such as paying bills or getting paid. You can use your bank statements, receipts, or apps to track your spending and income. You also need to categorize your transactions into different groups, such as rent, food, or entertainment. This will help you see where your money goes and how you can save or spend better. 3. Ignoring infrequent spending. Some expenses happen only once or a few times a year, such as car maintenance, insurance premiums, or vacations. These expenses are called irregular expenses because they are not regular or predictable. These expenses can mess up your budget if you don't plan for them. You may not have enough money to pay for them when they come up. This can make you use your savings, credit cards, or loans. This can hurt your financial health and goals. To avoid this, you need to plan for your irregular expenses and save for them every month. You need to estimate how much money you spend on irregular expenses in a year and divide that amount by 12. This will give you the monthly amount that you need to save for your irregular expenses. You need to put that money in a separate savings account every month. This way, you will have the money ready when you need it. 4. Refusing to adjust your plan as needed. A budget is not a fixed or final tool. It is a flexible and dynamic tool that needs to be changed and improved regularly. Your income, expenses, and goals may change over time, and your budget should change with them. You may get a raise, lose a job, have a baby, or buy a house. These are life events that affect your money and your budget. To avoid this, you need to review your budget at the end of each month and make changes as needed. You need to compare your actual spending and income with your planned budget and see how you did. You also need to update your budget based on your income, expenses, and goals for the next month. You also need to be flexible and allow some room for unexpected events or opportunities. You may have an emergency or a special occasion. These are things that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for. You can have an emergency fund or a buffer fund. These are money that you set aside for these situations. This will help you deal with them without breaking your budget. Creating an effective monthly budget is a skill that can help you manage your money better and achieve your financial goals. Remember to review and update your budget regularly to reflect your changing circumstances and priorities. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Let me know what you think about it. Please leave a comment below.